Hello, everyone.
Hello. What day is this? Tuesday?
It's Tuesday. Give us a thumbs up if you can hear us. Welcome to our,
Surprise
live stream. I'm Joe.
And I'm Rachel.
And we're Two Crazy Ketos. And here on Two Crazy Ketos, we do different things like recipe videos. And we do product reviews. And we talk about various keto topics. And then every Monday, we sit down on the couch for Keto on the Couch. We just kind of talk about what's going on in our lives for the week.
You can find us in different social media platforms like Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.
And we have a website, which is twocrazyketos.com. And that's where you're going to find all of our different recipes. Now, we upload at least 5 new videos every single week, so make sure you subscribe to our channel.
And don't forget to hit the little bell icon, and that way every single time we upload a new video, you'll be alerted to it.
I have got to change that little website thing because it's popping up green.
This is a gift that I got.
I figured out how to not have to argue with Rachel about the air conditioner.
He got me neck fans. I mean, obviously. The only thing is that this thing works so well.
It's on low.
That I am going to have absolutely no excuse for not walking and getting my steps in.
Anthony and Sarah actually went to Universal. I was going to tell them to take them because I have a second one.
Oh, no.
And I decided,
Don't let them get used to that.
I thought maybe you wanted to go for a walk.
Where did you even find this? Is this a Wish.com thing?
No,
This seems like
Amazon.
a Wish.com.
Don't order from Wish right now. I got like 4 things that are supposed to come from China. It's been like 3 months.
I think, yeah.
Don't order anything from Wish right now. I don't think that our government's letting it in right now.
Caleb was getting things for Father's Day. I think we're still waiting. But it was like, I could buy an entire car for $4. But Wish.com.
Let's see who's in here. Married to Keto said, I can't wait for this.
Awesome.
April Michelle is here. Oh, this must be a surprise live stream. Oh, there's only 2 people in here. Wright family is here. Chris is here. Beth is here.
Hello.
Constance is here. She wants to know, why is everybody going live right now? We were going to do this yesterday, but we wanted to catch up on some other work.
Yeah. Well, we've been doing a lot of 2.0.
Modifications.
3.0.
To the chicken coop. Danny is here. Miriam is in here. Valerie is here. Said, I'm so happy I was able to catch her live today.
I'm so glad you're here.
Joe's friend is here. Patty Epps is here. April is here.
Hello. Okay, so I see
Angie is here.
Thumbs up, so that must mean they can help us, or hear us, rather.
April said that number jumped from 2 to 22 really fast.
Well, praise God for that.
Angie is here. Dawn is here. Kim Woe is here. There's a new name. She likes the neck fan.
Well, thank you.
Morpheus is here.
I wonder if you can, do this. Sometimes I need an armpit fan. So, can I can turn it.
Oh, yeah.
And then I love it.
It was pretty cool. I paid like $16 for it, and
this is a $16 purchase.
There's a lot of them on Amazon. I need to put the link for this one if anybody wants one, because this one is different than almost everyone out. A lot of them had LED lights in them.
Oh my gosh!
But they only have like 2,000 milliamp batteries, so they're gonna last for like 3 hours. Well, if you're gonna go to like a theme park, which is what I bought it for.
Can I run in this though? Not like I'm gonna do a lot of running, but is it it will?
Well, this one has like a 56 milliamp, 100 milliamp battery, so this will last for like 8 to 12 hours on a single charge, and it charges by USB-C.
I think we have a winner here.
Okay.
Let's see how long
Joe is here. Said my AliExpress shipments are very spotty right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Janice is here, finally catching a live.
Chris
said wear it like Mickey Mouse ears.
Oh yeah. Do you or a headband? Oh,
you're gonna catch your hair in it.
That won't get me any looks. No way. Is it a battery or you plug it in?
No, it's got
a charger.
A charger.
Oh, that's way better.
You charge it right here. And then there's a little button right here.
Huh.
And it's got 3 speeds on it.
Oh my gosh.
So, okay, like Chris said, this is supposed to be a review of cauliflower foods. It's not just that. We also wanted to go live.
Yeah.
Chris said we watched 3 of your videos while Miriam was cutting my hair.
Aww. Did she use the Flowbee? I need Miriam to cut my hair because this whole thing, I feel like I'm wearing a hedge on not of protection, but like a bush on my head. I need this thing trimmed.
I'm sorry, Danny. They were deciding another moderator. They decided they were gonna moderate Danny and say cooling down the girls is like bad.
Oh.
I don't know. I don't know.
We do need to cool down the girls, okay?
Dawn said, I think any woman going through menopause should have one of those.
Oh my goodness, yes. This is, I mean, I don't know how, like, attractive this will be to, like, bring in different settings, but, like, yeah, I'm going to be wearing this thing all the time.
Chris said Rachel is using it without knowing how to charge it. Sounds like Joe's an enabler.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
One of these days I should tell Rachel to go live without me.
Oh, Lord, no, they don't want that. That could get dangerous. We would be like, you would come back to no channel, probably. So, yeah, I am drinking a slushie today. Not my normal coffee. I had a coffee when it was still not 100 degrees outside like it is right now. Mm-hmm. But Redmond Relight, I don't know why I'm not just doing this now, but I love the lemon lime Relight mix.
We need more of that.
Scoop of this.
You're hiding it.
Ice and water.
You're hiding it.
I'm hiding it in plain view. It's in the cabinet with the rest of it. Like, there's the other flavor that's like a berry one, but it's not nearly as tasty to me as this one is. I love the lime.
Speaking of which, if you didn't see yesterday's Keto on the Couch, make sure you go watch it. So next Thursday,
I'm so excited.
We are going to be hosting the Redmond 24-hour fast on the Redmond Facebook group.
How cool is that?
So if you go to Redmond, I put a link in Too Crazy Keto in yesterday's YouTube to go join their fasting group on FaceTime.
Wow.
On Facebook.
It's 24 hours.
And it's going to be a 24-hour fast, so everybody can join. I mean, a lot of people talk about like, hey, I can't do long fast. Mm-hmm. Here's the perfect opportunity. And the cool thing is somebody actually pointed out that it's a 24-hour fast starting at 7 p.m.
I'm going to sleep through most of my fast.
And it would be really easy if you want to extend it to like 36 hours, which is like a really optimal fast time. 36 hours.
Nelly.
Where like instead of stopping at 7 o'clock,
okay,
just go to 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock the next morning. And now because you're going to sleep through 24 hours of your fast.
Here's the problem though. If I've got in my brain that it's 24 hours, it's 24 hours.
I'm just saying, if it's a 24-hour fast, but it would be very easy to extend it to 36 hours because it's going to be ending at a time when most people go to bed. Not us, but most people.
Exactly.
So
well, if you've got
you're
good sense, you're going to bed.
Yeah, so Chris put that up. Yeah, so we're really excited about that. So make sure you go and, get your salts, get salt licks, I'm telling you, I don't know if there's any available on their website. Something that really helps get through that fast is the Redmond seasoned salt. Just put a teaspoon of that in some hot water, and it's like drinking chicken broth.
Can you get it?
I don't know if they have any available right now. She told me it's on its way back in. Then our bundle's going to be ready, and we're really excited about that. But we're excited to be hosting the 24-hour fast. And I think what we're going to do is we are going to be doing it live on their Facebook group.
Okay.
But I'm probably going to use Restream and also do it on our YouTube channel. But we're going to be mostly talking to them. But some people don't have Facebook.
Yeah.
So you'll be able to join in on it, as far as like watching when we actually go live on our YouTube channel. But like all of the interaction for the most part, it's going to be with their Facebook group.
Guess what the topic will be?
What?
Fasting.
Won't be eating. Joe wants to know if I figure as soon as I get off, I will text Julie to find out.
Oh yeah.
I have a feeling it's probably Eastern time because they're trying to encompass everybody.
Okay.
Include everybody. And like if you're going by Pacific time, that would put it at 10 o'clock over here. And so
that's late.
I don't know. So, but I will double check. We'll put a thing on our Facebook group about that.
So here's something unprecedented. I don't think we've ever
I'll text Julie right now while we're talking.
I don't think we've ever done a 5 things review live. Have we?
No.
I don't think we've ever done that before. This may be a first. And so we had gotten this, we've gotten a package from, what's the name of the company?
Cauliflower Foods.
Cauliflower Foods. They've got a cauliflower crust pizza. I am all about pizza. I know that today is Tuesday and that should be like Taco Tuesday or Wings Tuesday.
We are getting wings.
We are getting wings?
Yes,
High five.
We are getting wings.
But I like pizza and pizza is
this is not
pizza
thing crust. For me. This is flatbreads. So you can use it as a pizza crust, as little mini pizza crust. But it is flatbread, so it's really good for like a sandwich or something like that, or
like
tacos,
a pizza crust.
Because they're small.
It looks like a pizza
crust.
Let
me go get them, and I'm going to let you talk.
It's little and round, and it looks like a pizza crust to me. And I make everything into a pizza. All right, so let's see. Okay, Joe said we are in prime time zone. Right Family says, I will give up Sprite Zero for 24 hours in support. How awesome is that? Yeah, now one thing, and I think we've said it before, but I want to make sure that I say it again. If you are a coffee drinker, don't stop drinking coffee if you've never done fasts before without coffee, because I felt terrible the last time that I did a fast without having coffee still in my life. Now, your fast can be no cream and no sugar. You're just trying to get like the caffeine qualities of coffee, or if you are like, I have to drink, tea or whatever it is that's like your caffeine source, stick with that. If you just give up cream and sugar, I think that's a really good, fast. That it's not going to break your fast to drink the black coffee if you need it. I just don't want you guys getting sick if you've never fasted before and you'd be fasting coffee for the first time, and if you're a big coffee drinker like I am. Hashtag terrible. Yes, it's terrible.
Okay, I left it in there a little bit too long.
Oh.
But that's okay. So this is the package of flatbreads that they sent us.
Does it come like that?
This is their new flavor, and this is their sun-dried tomato flavor.
This looks like a pizza crust to me, a mini pizza crust.
And well, but this is a flatbread. This is the pizza crust. So you can make a giant pizza.
And what is that? Spicy
This is spicy jalapeno they sent us.
Yum.
Okay, but we're talking about the flatbreads today.
Okay.
Okay? So what you do is you get them like this in a bag like this.
All right.
And there's 24 in this package. I don't know if it's coming in a box or a bag. I think she said it comes in a bag like this when you get the flat crust. The things like this.
Okay.
So there's 24 of them in here.
I like them individually
and
wrapped.
Then you put them in your oven, 400 degrees, about 10 minutes. Make it as crispy as you want.
This looks very crispy.
It's actually not. And you can see it's pretty flexible.
Oh my gosh.
Okay? And then they recommend putting it on almost like a cookie kind of rack or something to let the airflow get through it, or parchment paper so it doesn't stick, because they will stick if you don't put something on there.
There's a lot of moisture in cauliflower.
Yeah.
Stuff.
You want to try this?
Heck yes, I do. All right, here we go. Cheers.
That was flavorful.
Okay. That is strangely flavorful.
That is really, it does not taste like cauliflower either.
Is it weird that it's giving me a tuna fish vibe? It's giving me a tuna fish vibe. What's up with that? It's very...
Not me, because I don't like tuna fish. It's sun-dried tomato flavor.
There's definitely a tang.
We like their products. We've never had their flatbreads.
There is definitely a tang to it. It's so much more flavorful.
Is it a good thing or a bad thing?
No, it's just taking me by surprise, because I know that it is made out of cauliflower, and then I'm expecting cauliflower to have no taste at all.
Right.
No taste.
Well, you want to put this through 5 things?
5 things?
Talk to people? So if you're new to us, to our channel, we review everything on 5 things. We talk about the ingredients. Does it keto based on a nutrition label? How does it taste? How much does it cost? And would we recommend it?
All right.
Okay.
That is so interesting.
Oh, you took one. I have one out here, right? Because I got to put them back. Otherwise, you got to keep them frozen. And that you do cook these from frozen. Don't defrost them.
Oh, don't let them thaw out first.
No. Right from frozen. If you cook them, if you let them thaw out, and I've learned this the hard way, if you let them thaw out, as soon as you go to pick it up and put it on the cook, it falls apart.
Okay.
Because it's basically just like, they are sort of pre-cooked, but you have to crisp it up in the oven.
Do you find that to be the case with all cauliflower sort of products that are...
We've only ever tried theirs, because 90% of the cauliflower products that I found out there, there's like one other that I know that's a decent product. A lot of them have like cassava flour added to it. Like when you go look at the pizza crust, like in Walmart.
The Bird's Eye one?
So many of them have flours added, so it's not really a cauliflower crust. So, number 1, the ingredients. Okay, so fresh cauliflower, egg whites, low moisture mozzarella cheese, which is cultured pasteurized milk, salt, and enzymes, dried tomato powder, dried tomato flakes, dried basil. Contains egg and milk.
Okay,
that's it. That's all the ingredients.
That is fantastic ingredients, and I'm telling you, that's the tang. I taste
the tomato.
A tomato, but it is really coming through.
Yeah, and basil. Yeah.
I taste the tang of the tomato.
Number 2, does it keto?
Does it keto? Can I read this one?
Yep.
All right, so a serving size is 1 flatbread, obviously. 60 calories is all from the whole thing. 2.5 grams of fat, 5 grams of protein, 5 total carbs. I really like that. And 2 dietary fibers. So you're looking at what? 3
net carbs
per
And you're also
circle.
dealing with tomato, which remember tomato is higher in carbs.
So do you think that it might be different if they have different
I
flavors?
have another one. I can check when I put these back. I'll pull out the other one.
Okay.
So
5 total carbs.
Yep.
I really, really like that.
just to give you an idea, so this is now another one. Okay, so this is the pizza crust. A serving size is a third of a crust.
No, it's not.
And
I'm eating the whole thing, or at least
but
half.
again, you look at the size of it, comparing carbs, 6 fat, 90 calories, 8 grams of protein, 2 total carbs, 1 gram of dietary fiber. So if you ate this entire crust, it would be 6 total carbs.
Okay.
So it just shows you what tomato does. 6 total carbs versus 5 total carbs.
Tomato.
So
Tomato.
it just gives you a little bit of an idea of what tomato can do to it.
It's a powerful fruit, that tomato.
Tastes really good. Now, again, I don't steer away from that. You know, if you can overdo it on lettuce, good luck.
Right.
You know, maybe tomato. I would not eat a ton of tomato.
But it can add a lot of flavor.
If you're at like eating 15 total carbs and you're at say 11 or 12 total carbs for the day, and you want a giant salad, don't worry about the carbs from like a salad. Like eat a half a head of lettuce. That is not going to throw you out of ketosis, eating a half a head of lettuce.
Yeah.
What's going to throw you out of ketosis is eating 3 Quest bars.
Yes.
You know?
That'll do it.
So I wouldn't worry about that too much. Number 3, how do they taste?
I actually think that they taste really good because there's flavor already in them. So if I'm eating that as like a flatbread, normally if I get a cauliflower crust or we eat something that we're trying to turn into, you know, a pizza,
Right.
I've got to add a bunch of tomato sauce to give me some flavor. But I feel like it's already cooked in there. So if I just wanted to top that with a meat and some cheese or
Right.
something like that, I could see doing that and not adding a bunch of another half a cup of tomato sauce on top of it.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Uh-huh.
I definitely think this would be very tasty for like ham and cheese, like
rolls or sandwiches,
rolls.
tacos.
I think that it doesn't have an off-putting taste where I think kids would not like it.
Right. And they have other flavors. I'm going to pull up their website.
This would make the perfect little taco, right? If you did like hamburger and cheese inside of this little guy and just made it like a taco, I think that'd be awesome.
Right. Let's pull this up.
It was soft, so it's definitely going to come across. You can't turn this into like a hard shell taco, but a soft taco, I definitely think that this could pass as a soft taco. What do you think?
I think so. Let's pull this up and
Can we
Yep.
show people that picture?
yep.
Awesome.
We're going to show them the website.
All right, there you go. Oop, we're back. There it is.
Okay. So here's their website for number 4. How much do they cost? So these are the pizza crusts.
Okay.
So what do they have? They have Italian plain jalapeno crust, sweet red pepper,
Ooh, I bet that'd be
plant-based Italian, plant-based plain.
good. Okay.
And so just to give you an idea,
I have a question.
Uh-huh.
Isn't cauliflower plant-based? Are you saying because it wouldn't have any egg in it?
probably not have any
Okay.
egg.
All right, because
Okay.
I'm confused.
So if you buy the crust, it's $40 for, I think it's 3-pack, which is 6 crusts. Which is actually cheaper than Walmart. If I remember in Walmart, it was $10 for 2 crusts. Because that's how we found them the first time.
Wow.
So they are, they're up there a little bit in cost, but try making them. Like cauliflower is not
It
cheap
is.
anymore.
Well, and it's a little bit challenging to work with. I mean, you can mix, we eat a lot of steamed cauliflower rice,
Right.
that sort of thing, but try making it into a conveyance that's going to stay together. That is a little bit challenging.
Yeah, so here you go. So this is the plant-based. The plant-based has sunflower seed oil, sesame flour, extra virgin olive oil.
I would
so
steer
they're
away from that.
they're getting away. I mean, it's not bad ingredients, but that's what they have to replace the egg with something.
I would just go egg.
Okay. So then here's the flatbread. So this is this one here that we're doing.
Sun-dried tomato.
$40 for 24 flatbreads.
Okay, so I'm not upset by that.
No.
I actually think that that's more the way to go.
Yep. And then just to look at, if you want the original, if you don't want a spice, let's look at
Oh,
the
no,
carbs.
don't get that.
I'm looking for carbs.
Okay.
Like, what does the tomato do? Okay. So there you go. So
Oh.
take a look at what the tomato does. So if you get the plain,
carbs.
it's 3 total carbs with 1 gram of dietary fiber.
Well, you might want to go with just the plain and then add whatever seasonings you like.
Yeah.
Wow. 3 total carbs.
3 total carbs. So I don't think it's that expensive. Now they did give us a coupon code. It's 2 Crazy Ketos. It will get you 10% off. And if you spend $50, it's free shipping.
So number 5.
Number 5, would we recommend it?
I would definitely recommend it. People are all the time asking, what do you recommend is like a keto alternative to bread option. Here is another one that I feel okay to say yes to, right? In my own personal life, because I am never going to suggest that somebody else eats something that I wouldn't eat, right? Mm-hmm. And I think when you're dealing with a product that I can use as a conveyance, because that's what it is. It's a conveyance for food. 3 total carbs, 4 total carbs, 5 total carbs. That is not going to ruin my day.
Right.
Don't ruin my day. I don't think that I'm only going to eat this slice of bread-like substance and then that's the only thing that I'm eating. I want to know that I haven't derailed myself.
I would absolutely recommend them because, first of all, the carbs that are in them, they're coming from a vegetable. They're not a bunch of added fibers, added things, or anything like that. So I won't feel bad about, hey, I'm going to have a few carbs here. I'm having the carbs from a vegetable. So if I really want a flatbread, if I want a piece of pizza or something like that, I don't have to worry about, like, what kind of chemicals am I putting in? Or, like, you know, I mean, we make the chicken crust pizza, but sometimes you want something a little bit different.
You do the work for
I'm
me.
going to go put these away. You can get in the comments.
I cannot, though, stop being excited about the list of ingredients. Like, look how short that ingredient list is. There isn't like, they're not planning on this, you know, flatbread to last for hundreds of years with so much stuff to keep it shelf stable. I love that. All right, so let me see. Okay, you guys are talking about the fast. I love that. I wish I could find these in more places. Me too. I wish I could just like run out and get them. They do have the bigger ones at Walmart because we have found them there.
Walmart sells the pizza crust. I don't know if they sell the regular crust.
Ooh, okay, so wait a second. The Wright family said, I think I need that crust with garlic butter on it.
Oh,
I just got excited because, yes, can you imagine that little crust, some Chef Chamois butter, and some cheese on there? Like, I'm set.
I was going to look and see where they sell it in stores while you talk.
I am totally set. Okay, so Miriam said, I've had this before, and they are yummy. So awesome. So it's not just us. Miriam has some amazing taste buds also.
So just going by our local area, it looks like the only 2 places that carry it is Walmart and Whole Foods. So that's our area. But if you go to their website, there is a thing like on top that says find in stores, and you can find it in the stores.
That's nice. So maybe there's another grocery store chain that we don't have that your local area may have. So
yeah,
check
but
it
is
see.
cheaper, at least based on I know our personal knowledge at Walmart, to buy it from them. Yes, you got to buy like say 6 crusts at once, but you know, and if you spend $50, which you know, buy 2 sets of them, and then you're good, and you don't have to worry about
I'm excited
shipping.
about seeing the flatbread packages in stores. Like I'm hoping that comes to stores quickly because that is such a nice grab and go. Like you could be done for the month.
Yes.
Right? I mean like 25 in a package and then I don't have to think about it again.
Yeah, Chris said the fast is July 30th.
Yes, it is.
And I was looking to see, you should go to a Facebook group, not a page. The Facebook group coming through without the name. Oh, okay. Okay, so Chris is saying that if we use Restream to a group, we won't see who it is, but we could probably like have up an extra screen or something like that. Considering I don't have to use my computer to do the streaming anymore because I have the A10 Mini Pro. Well, we don't have any issues anymore because the computer is not doing all the hard work anymore.
The only thing is don't jinx us.
Okay, Danny said best part about living alone, I don't have any taking of my foods.
Ooh. Okay, I'm a little jello about that because, yeah. Well, of course, I'm probably the one that takes food from you more than you take food from me.
Probably.
It's just that...
Actually, no. The one that we really have to worry about is Anthony. Because Anthony likes to cook.
He's a ninja about it,
and
too.
And he goes through all of our ingredients. Like, you know, what are some staples that you keep in your house for keto cooking?
Sour cream.
Sour cream for us. Sour cream.
Ketchup.
Mozzarella cheese. Parmesan cheese, Parmesan or Pecorino Romano, right?
Yep.
Some kind of a ketchup.
Butter.
Eggs, butter. Well, we always have a ton of butter. I don't worry about that. But Anthony loves to use all the sour cream, not tell us. Use all the mozzarella cheese, not tell us. Use all of the Parmesan cheese,
well, and
not tell us.
He's very snobby about ketchup
and heavy
now.
cream. He loves heavy cream.
He's very snobby about ketchup now.
Yes.
So he only wants our ketchup.
He only wants like the Alterna Sweets ketchup.
He will no longer eat Heinz ketchup, and neither will Caleb.
Meanwhile, we have like 5 bottles of that from that party.
Yeah, we're just trying to get rid of it because I'm thinking, well, everybody wants that ketchup, and they're like, no, we want the good ketchup.
Yeah.
That's what they say. We want the good ketchup. And so that is the sugar-free Alterna Sweets ketchup, or there's another one that we've been getting that is flavored with, I want to say it was like grapes or something.
Yeah, I forgot the name of it. We got it. I forgot the name of it.
We got it at Sprouts.
Yeah.
And it's awesome. But he's like, this tastes like a bistro ketchup versus the cheap ketchup, which is Heinz. And that's not cheap.
No. So Chris said, I can't be the only one who takes exception to plant-based when they mean plant only. It's vegan, right?
Yeah.
Wouldn't base be greater than half? And I agree.
I totally agree.
I know what they're meaning, but yeah, you're...
No, my thing is that it's funny because, like, you need to take all of your words, like, very, very seriously, right? So, like, it's a cauliflower crust. I'm thinking you're leading with mostly vegetables. And if there is any ingredients that is not a vegetable, it's going to be very small. Egg.
Yeah, but vegans can't have that.
I know.
That's the whole point.
So call it vegan.
But I mean, it's like, I look at a lot of the other ones, like you said, was the green giant or the bird's eye cauliflower crust, where you look at the package, cauliflower crust.
Right.
That should be most of the ingredient. And a lot of them, the first ingredient is cassava flour.
The ingredient list is this long.
Yeah.
It is daunting how long that is.
Yeah.
Crazy.
April said, my local Buffalo Wild Wings website is down. I guess I have to call them.
Oh,
I have had that too. It is very annoying. And then they don't answer the phone.
Sometimes, you know, we try to get our order in early, but if we haven't and it's like we're not ordering ours until lunchtime rush, then that's kind of like,
yeah,
we get in the holding pattern.
Yvonne said, it's been a while, but super busy. I made this one.
Awesome. I'm so glad you're here, Yvonne.
Miriam said they have a good customer service team too. I've got different stuff from them. A great company.
That is nice to know, because
Yeah.
it's great if you have a nice product, but like if I have trouble in shipping or if I have trouble with something happens and you've got no customer service on the other end, it's a nightmare. Just yesterday, Caleb found out that his PlayStation account was compromised and that somebody was buying a bunch of stuff.
And they were actually smart hackers because they changed his email address.
Yes.
Because a lot of times, that happened to me once where somebody, and it happened to John too, where they broke into and stole his, no, it was me, they stole my PlayStation account, but they were not smart enough to change the email address.
Yeah.
So then you just go in and say, I forgot my password, and it resets everything. These people were smart enough to change the email address, so when he went to reset the password, he couldn't because it was no longer the correct email. And then when you tried to call Sony or
no
do the live
service.
chat, they're like, due to COVID-19, there is no customer service right now.
And you're like, now what do I do? So fortunately,
We found
Citibank,
back ways in.
Well, unfortunately, Citibank, who is where his card is from, his bank account is from, they had good customer service, but customer service makes a difference.
Yeah.
Ask anybody who's dealt with Keto Chow.
As a matter of fact, where is it?
And you know that customer service makes a difference.
This happened at 2 o'clock
it's amazing.
yesterday. Citibank refunded his money and said, we're going to start an investigation. We'll file a police report. And his new card literally just came.
Yeah, just came.
Like that's why I love Citibank so much. But yeah, so it was a bit of a nightmare. But we
Customer
did get his
matters.
account back because that was the whole thing. Is he was like, fine, I'm going to get my money back. But what about my account and every game that I've ever purchased?
You
and all
don't
that other
understand.
stuff?
I have entire lands built in Minecraft that I've been working on since 6th grade. Okay, I can't lose those.
Chris said, I don't have to use one computer to do a stream. I use a computer for the graphics, another for a backup, and an embedding streaming appliance. So much
wow.
easier. Well, you're lucky. You have multiple computers to run your stream.
That is awesome.
Keto on a Budget said, I need an office. So do I. I would love an office, a private office set in the back of the house where I can close the door and nobody can put anything in and I can just shut myself off to the world.
That sounds like you're describing my she shed, but it doesn't work out that way. There's still things that seep in. Let me tell you, even an office with a door on it, they find a way in.
But my office is in the middle of the house, like on the way out the back door, off of the kitchen, on the way to our bedroom. So every time somebody has something that they don't know where to put it somewhere on a shelf, on the desk. That's why my office is never clean.
I'm so sorry, but we need constant access to you. He's our problem solver.
Keto on a Budget said this happened to me with Netflix. They changed the email and everything.
And you feel so violated.
Yeah.
Like I don't think, I think sometimes these people who are like looking for an easy buck, I don't think they understand exactly all that they're doing when they do this. This is not like a faceless crime. My child's face is a part of this crime, and it is like, it's very, very hurtful and disturbing to feel like somebody reached into your accounts and somehow meddled in
And
there.
it's a pain. Like I told him, I'm like, why didn't you have two-factor authentication set up? And he was like, it's a pain. I'm like, I understand it's a pain.
But it's worth it.
And he was like, and I'm like, but it's almost impossible for them to hack your account if you have that set up correctly. And I'm like, and do not do it to your email address. Do it to your phone, because then they would have to clone your phone to be able to get it.
It's still
It is a pain that every time you log in, you have to get a text message from them and put that code in, but you got to protect yourself. And it's unfortunate.
It is, and I'm all about doing your due diligence, but it still does not take away from the fact that those people are poopy heads, like poopy heads.
Okay, so Danny said her staples are mayo, pickles, olives, cheese, butter, coconut aminos, and dill relish.
Awesome.
Those are two more that Anthony steals on me. The coconut aminos and the mayonnaise.
Coconut aminos, if you have not tried to replace your soy sauce with the coconut aminos, try it. It is delicious.
It is much better. You do have to be careful because there are carbs in it. There's more carbs in that than there is in soy sauce.
They're so
but
good.
You're not dealing with the soy.
It is so good. I think it's tastier.
It is much better, but there's more carbs in it.
I just think it's super tasty.
Joe said he needs a shed.
Yeah.
A he shed.
A he shed. That's what he shed.
I do. My sister just got the coolest shed for the house that they're moving into, which was their existing, or was our vacation house when I was a kid. And she had this giant shed put in, and she was like, it's bigger than the house.
It is. It looks like a dollhouse.
And
I want to live in it.
They're making the upstairs like a living area, and then the downstairs, she said, is like a half, like a kitchen and stuff, and then storage and stuff. But it looks awesome.
Did you hear Miss Thing's little groan over there?
No, that was a motorcycle running down the street.
It sounded like our dog was.
Speaking of which, did you want to tell them like what our new There's something wrong with us.
Oh, clearly.
There is definitely something wrong with us.
Everybody here knows that. That's not news.
So yesterday we took a drive up. We needed some stuff for the chickens, and we were looking for hemp for bedding, and nobody in Florida sells hemp.
We did score a ton of marijuana, though. No, I'm just kidding.
So we met this guy.
Am I the only person who feels a little guilty when we're buying hemp milk at the grocery store? I'm like taking it off the shelf and being like, I hope my mom and grandma don't catch me. Like, there's nothing wrong with it, but it's in my brain that we're not supposed to be using that. It does make good stuff.
So we met this guy. Rachel said, what do you use on the floor of your chicken run? Down below, because ours is already getting muddy. They've dug up all the grass, and we get a tremendous amount of rain. So we've been researching, and people say, some people love or hate sand. They love or hate hay. And it's you can't get a clear answer. So I'm like, well, here's a farmer.
I didn't realize that things a chicken would poop on is a very hot button issue.
And so he goes, hey, I just want to let you know, you guys are backyard chicken owners. years, it's okay for chickens to live in mud.
And we were like, what? Get their little feet dirty? Are you kidding me?
So anyway, he invited us out to, he's got a regenerative farm, which is something that we would love to do at one point. But it got us to thinking, I had mentioned to Rachel, I want to do hydroponics at some point.
Aquaponics.
No, hydroponics.
Is it both?
No, there's a difference. Hydroponics is you're adding nutrients to the water.
Okay.
This guy said you should try aquaponics.
Okay, there you go.
Aquaponics is where you're running hydroponics, but instead of adding nutrients to the water, at the bottom of the system, you have a giant fish tank, and then you feed the fish poop, the poop goes in the water goes up, and that becomes the nutrients for the plant, and it's a giant cycle. And all you have to do is feed the fish. And then what I would do is actually create a worm farm to feed the fish.
And the chickens.
So, yeah, Rachel wants to do this. She wants me to build an aquaponic system out of a 55-gallon drum and get tilapia so that we could then grow our own fish.
I feel like the more that you can get closer to your food source, the better.
How crazy are we?
Crazy. It's all a ploy to get more living animals in our lives.
Okay. Keto on the Budget says something wrong with you. That's why we like you. There's something wrong with us, too.
There's something wrong with us.
She said a few years ago, the day after we closed on our house, our bank card was compromised and someone used our card number to make 11 transactions under $50 at Walmart in Texas.
Wow.
I live in Tennessee.
I will never forget that somebody hacked our Uber account and were taking
Uber's in Russia.
In Russia. And they were like, how do you know that this is not, this is a fraudulent charge? And just cause I'm not in Russia right now? Trace the call. And we're not calling from Russia.
And we had actually had that because we had tried Uber Eats. We had never been in an Uber, but it's all the same thing. They hacked the one and got it all. And we got rid of Uber because it was a pain to get it back because Uber has the worst customer service ever. There's no phone number, no email. It was all through Twitter when this happened.
Oh my Lord.
You had to go through Twitter. Who uses Twitter now?
Thank you for companies like Keto Chow who have a commitment to customer service. It is not going unnoticed. Y'all are awesome. And yeah, customer service is a thing.
Chris said 2-factor authentication via Texas Weak Sauce. Got to get a YubiKey or use 2-factor authenticator app. Yes. But hey, one step at a time with Kayla.
I don't understand a single word of that statement. That's amazing. This is why you have to have your office in the middle of the room.
Let's see. Right Family said it is for lizards too. We use ceramic tiles.
Oh, do you have lizards in your home? Like pets?
Dawn loves our crazy.
Thank you, Dawn.
Are we still on? Excellent connection. Just making sure.
Are we still here? Where are we? What's going on?
Danny said, don't say there's something wrong with you because then that means there's something wrong with me.
There you go. We're all good. It's all fine. It's good. Well, so overall, cauliflower crust pizza.
I like it.
I think that they've got a winner on their hand. I think that they, at the very least, have a responsible product that if you use it as a convenient source, I don't think that you're going to come away from that and be like, that was the best pizza I ever ate, or that was the best flatbread sandwich I've ever had. No, it's a convenient food. Mm-hmm. Always making, the chicken crust or the cheese, the fathead dough is going to taste amazing. Right. But that takes time.
Some people, and ingredients. Hey, I like cauliflower crust. I have tried to make cauliflower crust. We even did it on a video. It is a pain because there is so much moisture in there.
It's very moist.
It just is very hard to get it right.
Anthony won't even let us make it because he doesn't want us to talk about it. It's that much moisture.
Right Family said, yes, they are pets. 1 blue-tongued skink, 2 bearded dragons, and 1 leopard gecko.
Amazing. So you guys had a bearded dragon when I first met Joe.
Yeah.
I was very scared of
He
it.
passed away. Rachel was jumping for joy the day that happened.
Well, I was sad for the kids. They were upset. I do have a friend who's a teacher, and that was her classroom animal.
Right.
And over the course of like the school year, that thing grew. I mean, they really do get bigger. I think a lot of people get the bearded dragons because they're tiny and adorable, and you're like, well, that's going to be how big they are forever. But no, they really can grow. It's amazing. All right, so Keto and Budget said, I just ordered some of those flatbreads. Ordered the plain ones, though, so I can alternate flavors. That's probably really wise because then you could top it with different things. I have been going through a horseradish mustard phase where like the mustard with the horseradish in it. I am loving that, and I could totally see taking a plain one and adding that to it and going like almost like a hot lunch.
I got a message back from Julia. We're going by Mountain Standard Time.
Mountain Standard Time
which
for
is
the
2
fast.
hours behind us.
Okay, so
that would be, it's going to start at 9 o'clock Eastern Time.
Okay, all right.
And then everybody asked Chris, like, a different place around the world what time that will be.
Yes. What time will the fast begin in
China?
Turkey. All right, so let's see. Oh, good. April said that they fixed it and she got her order for her wings in.
Chris is like, she means Mountain Daylight Time. Yes, but she wrote MST, so that's Mountain Standard Time. But yes, we are currently in Daylight Time because for some reason our government won't get rid of Daylight Savings Time.
That's a whole nother soapbox for Joe. All right, so it's a thing when your kid has allergies. Oh, because they have allergies and that's why they have lizards as a pet. That is brilliant. That is honestly like really, really smart because I don't want like kids not being able to have pets just because they have allergies. Mm-hmm. That's sad. And a lot of times you just go the goldfish route because it's not. But at least lizards can be very affectionate. It's because they're affectionate. I don't want them as a pet because they will come to you, feed them.
Rachel is loving the chickens because every time she goes out there, one of them is running around with a lizard hanging out of its mouth. And then the other ones are all chasing it.
They are lizarding our backyard for sure. We have like a grow box that it's got like oregano and stuff, and I thought, well, they'll be in the top of that box, like digging out all the vegetables. No way. Yeah, they're underneath doing like.
They're not gonna be happy because that's where the aquaponics is gonna go. So we're getting rid of that box.
Man, they're all about pest control. All right, so Shanta said, my sister made cauliflower crust and she's not even keto and I can not get it right. Yeah, I mean, I think some people just have the magic test. They're the Fonzie of cooking. You've got something that you cannot get right and they come in and like tap the jukebox with their elbow and suddenly it comes out awesome. I don't know why.
Yeah, see, like both Dawn and Joe's friend, yes, no more daylight savings time. It's time to get rid of it.
It's really frustrating for like our friend that lives in Arizona and he'll be like, yeah, nothing changed for me. Like all of a sudden my friends, their lives changed dramatically with that hour and mine did nothing.
Keto and Budget said, yes, get rid of daylight savings times and there'll be complainers during the 6 months it gets dark too early. No way to win that one.
True.
The bottom line is if you look at daylight savings time was invented for farmers. We don't need that anymore. And if you look at people, the statistics for people missing work, committing suicide, like just having severe depression issues, being late to places, like all of the things that come with it, those time changes, it takes over a week to like recover from it.
Can we make, if we're going to keep it, can we make a push for like more spotlights on farmers? Because I think we could go that route. And like, I'm very excited to go tour that the gentleman that we met yesterday, Justin, his farm, and also he helps to teach sustainability to other local farmers and like how they can get the word out about their family farm. Like he has a small family farm that like focuses on chickens, but he says that there are other local within an hour or so from us farms that have goats and make goat cheese. There's some that do sheep. There's some that do cattle, but it's very hard in this area to get the word out about local farms. Right. And I told him, man, we've been trying to find a whole cow or a half cow and it's very hard. And he said, you know, some states like Texas or, you know, if you go to Nebraska, you're thinking about farms
Right.
when you're there. You're thinking about farms in, even in Utah and stuff, but you're
Right.
not necessarily thinking about like family farms and getting your stuff from family farms in the South Florida area. But maybe if we can spotlight that, we can help, to get more awareness.
So Shanta said, people that farm can still grow crops without daylight savings time. That did not make the food grow no better or worse. I'm in Texas, and I hate when they change the time.
Well, and we do have lights now. We do
Right.
have electric,
Well,
virtually no
remember,
delay on our
when
instant
they started
online
it,
lighting.
you didn't have all of that. You didn't have tractors with big spotlights on
Yeah.
it. They couldn't work in the dark.
Right.
Now you can.
You can change the workday a little.
Miriam said, the doctor told us they can't have the hairy ones. The beardies are like puppies when you get used to them.
Oh, wow.
They're talking about beard. Maybe we should get some lizards.
Yeah. Well, now our chickens will attack them, and so will Tabitha. She
just wants to play with the chickens.
She wants to play with them. She's like Lenny from Of Mice and Men. She wants to play with the bunnies so hard that, like, they stop breathing.
Yeah.
Is the problem.
She chases, every once in a while she'll come out and they'll just most of the time she's really good with them. They're just kind of walking around and she'll just kind of walk around and sit next to them. But every once in a while, one of them's going to kind of go like, hey, I'm going to take a run.
They take a
And when
weird
they take a run, she decides, I'm going to run with you.
And they're like...
Only I weigh 120 pounds.
Right. Yeah. It's all of a sudden like, they get in their mind, the little chickens are like, we're going to do a race, but like a quick one, only about 10 seconds, but we're going to shoot across the yard. And she feels like that is asking to play. Like, hey, want to do a race? Let's race across the pool. Like, did you do that when you were a kid a lot? Like, let's race real quick. 1, 2, 3, go.
Okay, a few more. Right Family said, Miriam Weirds, most people don't know that pet dander comes the skin and urine, not the hair. Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard a lot of things. People can be allergic to the pet's like saliva is the issue. Whereas some people can be okay with certain breeds of dogs or cats.
Right.
And they don't have a problem.
Danny wants to know if the chickens have outfits yet.
They should, right? I've really thought about painting their nails, but I've resisted. It's pretty hot outside for them, but I have already planned on some of the outfits that I'm going to be like crocheting them for the winter months. When it gets cold, I also think that we should get them some little rain gear.
No.
How cute would that be?
Yeah.
Little tiny little rubber rain gear?
No. Anything else?
Any other questions for this beautiful Tuesday afternoon? What are you doing with the
'cause
rest
I want to go get
of
my
your
wings.
Tuesday? Is everybody getting wings, or what
I need
else
to
are
order
you
wings.
eating later today? What are your meal plans for today? And what are your exercise goals for today? So my mom needed to get her steps in. She's joining us. If you haven't signed up for that, the 10,000 steps. She's trying to get in 10,000 steps every single day, or 5 miles. So sometimes she bikes it because she likes the biking. But she said, I wanted to go and get my steps in a more creative way today. So she went down to the beach to walk the pier.
That's cool.
Yeah. And then she sent me a picture from the pier, and her hair is like all blown on one side of her body because she's like, it is windy and choppy out here today.
We did get some bad news earlier
We did?
for church.
Yes. Probably not until September.
We're probably not going back into our building now until
They have
September.
tightened up
Broward County is tightening stuff up.
Security. Yo.
So, yep. So now we're back onto online only church until September.
Camera Budget says, I love how your mind works. Thank you. Danny says, get them those Home Depot aprons, gift card holders.
Do not tell her that.
She sent me.
Fortunately, Rachel won't
that-
go into Home Depot.
So it was funny. So a gentleman that I work with actually sent that to me yesterday too. And he texted me with it and said, I'm just going to leave this right here. I'm assuming that you will probably want to get these little aprons for your chickens. So I was like, oh my goodness, great minds think alike, Danny. Shanta said, my friend spent all the money for that ugly bald cat because she thought she was allergic to the cat hair.
Where's that
And
gift
she
from,
could
Shanta?
not even have that cat money wasted. No, that's from, you're thinking differently.
Oh, yes.
Yes. I actually know somebody who purchased one of the bald cats. Cammie has one of the hairless cats.
So weird looking.
She named it Mr. Bigglesworth. after the Austin Powers cat, and it's actually super, super friendly and tame.
It's the friendliest thing I've ever seen and been around, but it is very weird to look at.
It is very weird to look at, and as it comes to like sit in your lap, it sort of looks a little bit sickly. So when strangers, it wants to come and like perch on your shoulder even, and people are kind of weirded out because they're like, oh my Lord, what is wrong with that cat? It's like nothing.
Carly's is here, said blessings from Nevada.
Thank you.
Right family needs to go do laundry.
Oh, awesome.
Is there ever a time where we're not doing laundry?
There is. It's always a thing.
I don't even know how we have so much laundry.
April says, we've been doing physical church now for 11 weeks and we have had no COVID cases. That is awesome. So sorry for you guys. Thank you. Yeah, I think at some point we're just going to have to push through and just do it anyway. Yep. If they keep pushing it back. So Joe's friend said, we did a 3-mile hike this morning. I've got to get 2 more loads of laundry, and it's ground beef and summer squash skillet meal kind of day.
Good.
That sounds amazing, and I love the idea of a hike. That is awesome. Bright Family says, Shanta, those things do look rough. Danny said, the meme I sent you on Instagram of men over 30 in skinny jeans was so funny. Yes, I didn't even share that with Joe because I feel like he'll be like, I resemble that. It is a picture of a dog, and it's one of those like a Boston Terrier type of dog with like the smushy face, and their body is a little bit big up top, you know, like their breastplate area is a little bit wide, but then they have no butt, and he's just standing up, and so it's just obvious that this dog is like no butt, no legs, there's nothing going on, and it was like men over 30 in skinny jeans, and it was like, wow, it's accurate.
Shauna said, laundry keeps happening and cannot even do anything, just crazy every time I need to wash. I'm thinking, where did this come from?
We have contemplated being nudists for very many times.
I vote yes.
Okay. The children are like, no, thank you. No, you're going to have to push pause on that until we are no longer living in the house. But I feel like it will no longer be a problem. They change their clothes a lot.
Speaking of which, we've been on for 53 minutes.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
I want to get wings, and we have no kids home. There's nobody in the house. It's just us.
We have children going to work.
Caleb's at work till at least 6 o'clock, and Anthony
went
and Sarah went to Universal
Studios because you can in quarantine. You can go on vacation in the middle of the week for no reason.
Right.
You could just do that right now. So blessings in this season. They're still happening. Right Family says, did you get Joe to watch that guy with no arms flying a drone we sent you on Messenger? No, but it was amazing.
You gotta show that to me.
I have got to show you that. Amazing. Amazing. And you need to get out there with your dream. Probably today would be a good day for it.
Yeah. And you mean instead of hanging out with you?
Well, I mean, give me my wings first.
Okay, we're going to get off. Thank you guys for joining us. Surprise. Make sure you check out our live stream on Thursday.
Because that will not be a surprise.
That will not be a surprise. That will be at 8:30 p.m.
Eastern Standard Time.
See you guys later.
Have a great rest of your week.
Bye.